You have felt it, haven't you? A subtle shift in the air, as if the universe has begun to breathe your name into his quiet moments. The angels are whispering now, soft and certain, she was sent. Before you arrived, he walked through his days with a heart half closed. Smiling. Functioning. But empty. He thought he understood love, or at least what it should look like. But you reshaped his understanding. He wasn't looking. And yet, his soul recognized you before his eyes did. The angels show me this wasn't a coincidence. You didn't cross paths by chance. You were placed. Placed to unlock what was frozen. Placed to stir the ache of remembrance in someone who had forgotten how to feel deeply. The angels say, she carries the scent of something ancient, familiar. Her presence reawakens a promise made before time. You were the answer to a question his soul dared not voice. And now, even in his distance, you remain present. The silence between you hums with your name. You are the breath in his pause. The tremor in his logic. Your purpose isn't to chase. It never was. Your light was never meant to plead. It was meant to remind. To resurrect. He feels it. He resists it. But he knows. And heaven knows too. Because some connections are not created. They are remembered. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. He doesn't know how to tell you what he's feeling, because even he doesn't fully understand it. What he's facing now isn't just about you. It's everything he buried long before you ever appeared. The angels say, he has been carrying pain not yet named. And you touched it without even trying. There are parts of him stitched together by silence and survival. You, without knowing, have begun to unravel those seams. That's why he hesitates. That's why he retreats. It's not rejection. It's exposure. You showed up like sunlight breaking into a locked room. And now, everything hidden inside him is waking up at once. Childhood wounds. Past betrayals. The places where he learned that love equals loss. He didn't expect someone to see beyond the mask. To feel through his defenses. But you did. And now, he's afraid. Afraid that if he lets you in, you'll leave. Afraid that if he loves you, he'll lose himself. Afraid that your light will reveal everything he doesn't want to see. The angels want you to know, this is not your burden to bear. You are not here to heal what he won't confront. But your presence is doing more than you realize. His silence is not indifference. It's a struggle. He's fighting battles you cannot see. And yet, in the echo of that silence, you remain. Let that be enough for now. Let it be sacred. You've poured your heart into this connection, haven't you? Even without promises. Even without certainty. And the angels are watching. They say, she gives love like breath, without asking if it will be returned. But now, beloved soul, it's time to return to your own heart. To sit with your own light. Because love that costs you your peace is not devotion, it's depletion. You cannot carry someone else's healing in your hands. He's not choosing silence to punish you. He's lost in his own unraveling. And while he treads water, you must remember, you were not born to drown alongside him. The angels ask you to rest your soul. To return to the temple within you, the part of you that glows even when no one notices. You are not abandoning him by choosing yourself. You are modeling what sacred self-love looks like. Your softness does not exist to cushion his avoidance. Your tenderness was not made to patch the wounds he won't care for. You are the light. But even the sun needs rest to rise again. So today, walk with grace for yourself. Wrap your own arms around the ache. Say the things you wish someone would whisper back to you. You are still worthy. Still radiant. Still whole. You never stopped being the miracle. When he looks at you, it's not just admiration he feels, it's confrontation. Not with you, but with himself. You are the mirror he didn't know he needed. and the reflection terrifies him. The angels whisper, "She didn't just enter his life, she entered his soul." And in her presence, truth became unavoidable. Your love didn't flatter his ego. It awakened his conscience. That's why he runs. Because to stay would mean looking at the man he's become, and the man he's still afraid to be. You didn't try to change him, but your light revealed what he's been hiding. You smiled, and the shame rose. You listened, and his silence cracked. You offered presence, and his avoidance screamed. He says you're intense. But what he really means is, you see too much. He says you deserve better. But what he really means is, he doesn't know if he can rise to what you deserve. Still, the angels say, keep shining. Not for him. For you. Because in loving him, you've uncovered pieces of yourself you didn't know were sacred. Your patience. Your intuition. Your capacity to forgive. Your unwillingness to dim. That mirror goes both ways. He sees his shadow. But you've remembered your fire. And it's just beginning to burn. Something is shifting within him, slow and almost imperceptible, but real. The angels lean close and say, he is waking. It started with the quiet. The kind that feels louder than words. In your absence, he began to hear echoes of your voice in his thoughts. Not the words, but the energy. The stillness you brought. The clarity. The ache. He's not the same man he used to be. There are moments now when his heart races at the memory of your laughter, and something inside him softens. He can no longer ignore the pull. The angels reveal, your love started as a whisper, but it is growing into a calling. And he's listening. He notices the little things now. Songs that carry your energy. Strangers who resemble your light. He finds you in places he thought he could escape. He thought you were just a chapter. He's realizing you are the key. Still, this awakening is delicate. It does not arrive with grand gestures. It comes through surrender. It is the unraveling of old stories. The release of pride. The beginning of humility. And in this sacred unraveling, he begins to feel. Ezekiel 36 verse 26, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. The heavens are shifting. And so is he. He leaves. He returns. He pulls close, only to fade away again. And you, in your deep wisdom, have felt this pattern not as confusion, but as a call. The angels say, he's not trying to hurt you. He's trying to survive. He doesn't know how to hold love that doesn't demand, manipulate, or chase. Your presence is too honest. Too steady. It scares the part of him that still believes love must come wrapped in pain. Each time he distances himself, he hopes to forget. But your energy has already taken root. And so, the cycle continues. Push, pull. Near, far. Warmth, silence. But here's the truth the angels want you to feel in your bones. You are not a phase. You are not a lesson. You are not a test of his endurance. You are a mirror to the love he's never believed he deserved. His back and forth isn't a judgment on your worth. It's a storm inside him. Torn between longing and fear. Connection and control. Memory and vulnerability. But you, dear soul, must not shrink just to make his comfort more bearable. Let the waves crash if they must. Your spirit was not meant to drown in tides of indecision. You are the shore. And he is learning to swim. He may never find the words. But the angels assure, your love is healing him, even in silence. This isn't about grand declarations. It's about the way your energy continues to embrace him, even when he resists it. The way your memory feels like home, even when he closes the door. You didn't love him to fix him. You loved him because your heart knew. And in that love, quiet, patient, unrelenting, something began to shift. The angels show me moments, when he stood at the edge of his pain and thought of your strength. When his chest ached with guilt, but your face brought peace. when he questioned his worth, but your kindness gave him pause. He is not yet whole, but he is mending, because your love didn't try to claim. It offered sanctuary, because you did not demand. You simply stood, open-hearted. And in a world that taught him love must cost, yours arrived as grace. Don't doubt your impact. Don't question your presence. Love like yours doesn't vanish. It roots itself. It lingers. It transforms. Even if he walks away again, you've already changed the rhythm of his heart. And when healing finally takes hold, it will carry your name. Heaven has not been silent about this connection. The angels are clear. This path has been divinely orchestrated, even when it looked broken. You think it's over, don't you? Or maybe you wonder if it ever truly began. But the truth is, what you carry with him is older than this lifetime. What you share is part of a tapestry the human eye cannot trace. You were not placed here to chase. You were chosen to trust. The angels show a timeline that is not linear, but sacred, woven with pauses, divine delays, soul initiations. Every step, even the painful ones, has been laced with unseen guidance. And now they say, "Stay still, beloved." Heaven is shifting what the heart cannot yet understand. You may not see movement, but he is being moved. You may not hear from him, but he hears echoes of you in every quiet moment. The divine does not rush, nor does it forget. This love is not late. It is being prepared. Let Psalm 37 verse 7 anchor you. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Everything that is meant to align, will. In perfect timing. In perfect grace. He wants to let you in, but the doorway of his heart has no hinges yet. The angels whisper, he was taught to build walls, not windows. You are the first soul who didn't try to force your way in. You stood before the fortress, open-handed. And somehow, that unsettled him more than any demand ever could. He is not avoiding you, he is avoiding what he becomes in your presence. Because with you he feels. And feeling for him has always come wrapped in fear. Fear of being seen. Fear of needing. Fear of not being enough. He watches you hold your heart so openly and wonders, could he ever do the same? There are moments when his eyes almost speak. When he reaches out and pulls back again. But each attempt, no matter how incomplete, is part of his softening. The angels want you to know, he is trying in ways the world may never see. But it is not your job to complete his becoming. You were never meant to break yourself open to earn his transparency. Wait in love, not in sacrifice. Hope in peace, not in performance. And know this, his tenderness will come. When the soul feels safe, the heart begins to speak. Romans 8 verse 26, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. And Spirit is near. There comes a moment, quiet and holy, when the soul exhales and finally says, I release. Not because love has ended, but because control must. The angels say, what is yours by divine weaving cannot be lost by human delay. You have done all that was asked of your heart. You have loved without demanding, waited without begging, glowed even while unseen. Now, the path asks not for more effort, but for surrender. He may come. He may not. But your light was never dependent on his recognition. The sacred truth is this. The kind of love you carry doesn't need to be proven to exist. It simply is. Alive. Gentle. Enduring. And whether he walks beside you or watches from afar, he will always feel it, like a sacred thread still tied to his soul. You are not letting go of love. You are letting go of the idea that love must look a certain way. You are choosing trust. You are choosing grace. Isaiah 55 verse 9, as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. You do not have to understand the path to walk it. Your part now is to breathe and believe. The right love always returns home.